Hi and welcome to Skein Studio. My name is Kristen. This is episode 46 and I'm back. It's been so long. Last episode I recorded in, I'm just looking at my book, April last year, so it's been a really long time. Yeah, it's just been crazy. Last year just flew by. There was just so much going on. I just didn't get a chance to podcast. It was just crazy. One big thing that happened is that we bought a place, so this is where we are now, in Coffs Harbour, and this is going to be my craft / knitting room, and it's a guest room, so I'm sitting on the double bed at the moment. Yeah, I was going to podcast downstairs because the light's okay up here, but it is better downstairs. But we have a huge construction going on across the road. It's yeah, it's just really busy and noisy. So and it's also summer here, and we're in the middle of a heat wave. The whole eastern coast of Australia is just hot. So you might hear a ticking noise, but that's the fan just above me, and I need that on because, yeah, it's just incredibly hot and humid. Anyway, yes, hi. I hope, some of you have yes, stuck by me. I've had, lovely people email and say, when are you going to podcast? And I wasn't exactly sure when I was going to start, but I feel like now is a good time. We're in the new year, we've moved, we're settled, things have calmed down. Hopefully I will be able to put out a podcast. I'm hoping at least every 3 weeks, maybe every 2 weeks, but we'll see. Yeah, so hopefully, there's a few people out there who are watching. Yeah, thanks for sticking by if you've come back. Anyway, I have got loads and loads of stuff to show you and talk about. Basically, when I last podcasted, I was knitting on the Tilted Triangle Shawl by Suvi Samola. Sorry, I've got like all my stuff behind me. I don't have a table to put it on. Anyway, yes, so I did finish that. And this is it here. It's a gorgeous shawl. Absolutely love it. It's a asymmetrical triangle. And I used MCN, Merino Cashmere Nylon, which is the Skein MCN. And I used, it's Jersey, which is like a really warm grey, Sorbet, which is the orange, Smokestack Lightning, I think. I've got it written down. It's Smokestack Lightning. Yes. And then there's a yellow. Is that the yellow? Yep. Yellow there, which is sort of like a golden yellow. That's Havana. And Tiptoes, which is the purple. And so you knit this main stripy section first, and then you pick up along the edge and you knit this section last. And yeah, it's a gorgeous shawl. It was really fun to knit. I love stripes, I love working with colour, and yeah, it fits really nicely, you know what I mean, drapes really nicely. So yeah, that's that one. What else? These are in no particular order now. I just sort of jotted down what I've finished. So the next one is the Daintree Shawl by Jessica Gore, and I've just finished this one. Jessica Gore is the Sweater Collective. She's on Instagram and she has a group on Ravelry, and she's an Australian designer, and I absolutely love her work. I love her designs, I love the aesthetic that she has. So yes, I was lucky enough to collaborate with her on a design. So we sent her 2 skeins of Daintree, which is a merino silk and bamboo blend. It's beautiful yarn. It's a sock. We sent her 2 skeins, and it was in a really dark green colorway called Weekend Escape. And she came up with this beautiful design, which is this. Of course, I re-knit it, like I test knitted it. This colorway is called Milk Glass, and it's sort of like a neutrally colour background, and then it's got flecks of like purple and teal through it, so it's quite a pale soft colour. But yes, so the shawl is quite large, crescent shape, and it's got these lovely lace motifs. And of course you've got garter stitch stripes, and then the bottom, which is very, very simple lace with a picot bind off. And yes, it was a lot of fun to knit. I knit this, I had 3 weeks off during Christmas and New Year, and this was my holiday knitting. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. And it's really nice kind of size, I guess, for spring and autumn when you just want something just to wrap around your shoulders or your neck. Yes, very, very nice. And actually we just had an update today for yarn for this shawl pattern, and there's still plenty of yarn left, so if you're interested, of course I'll put a link in the show notes. And Jessica's having a knit along with this pattern, and I'll put a link to her and her Ravelry page or Ravelry group in the show notes too. So that's the Daintree Shawl by Jessica Gore. The next one I did, I don't have here, but it's a design that I did called Intersection. So I knit that, it was probably a couple of months ago that I finished it. I used our Meadow yarn, which is it's a merino, but it's a non-superwash, and it's really lovely yarn. It's quite a fine merino, so it's very soft. And yeah, it's quite a cushy fabric when you knit it. It's a sport. Wait, I have a picture. It's actually at work, because I was taking pictures at work and I just forgot to bring it home. So this is it here. I have kits for this on the website as well, but you know, you can use any sort of sport weight yarn. And yeah, basically it's just garter. It's an asymmetrical triangle, so you start very small, then you increase and it grows out into a big triangle. And yeah, so there's stripes, garter stitch, and then the main middle section of the body is a slip stitch. So yeah, it's very easy and uses 3 colours. And yeah, so that was fun. Really enjoy doing the odd bit of designing, and I'm hoping to do quite a bit this year. Yeah, because I really enjoy it. So that's Intersection. The next one was Kryptonite, My Kryptonite by Melanie Berg. So we did a collaboration with her, and again we sent off 3 skeins. No, it was a few more than that. I think it was 6. It was 2 of each colourway, and it was a light grey, a dark grey, and a really bright green. And she designed My Kryptonite, which is, this is my one, and it's again like a very large elongated sort of asymmetrical triangle. You have the decreases, is it decreases? Yes, because you increase one side and then you start decreasing down the middle on the second side, and it's, yeah, it's quite an interesting construction. I used, so with hers, because there's quite a contrast with colours, you can see the stripes really well, but with mine I chose quite light colours, so you can't see the contrast quite as good, but I used this lace section is jersey. This is MCF, by the way. Yes, MCF, which is a merino cashmere blend. You can kind of see there's a green colour, that's Misty Sea, and then this speckly colour is called Paint Box. So it's sort of it's like a neutral brown colour with pops of magenta and magenta, and there's a little bit of gold and purple. So that's that. It's again lovely and big. There were so many gorgeous projects done for this pattern. She's such a talented designer, Melanie, and it was an absolute joy to collaborate with her. And of course she's in Germany, so it's fun. Someone on the other side of the world designing for us. It's wonderful. So that's my Kryptonite by Melanie Berg. The next one, which I don't have, that I did last year, is a jumper. This is the one that I knit is called Dragonfly Jumper by Holky Locatelli, and the reason why I don't have it is because I had my nieces up just before Christmas, and they were asking me to show them all of my knitwear, and I said to them that they could take you know, cardigan or a jumper, or if they found something they liked they could take it, because when we moved I realized just how much knitwear I have. I have like a huge big army trunk full. I had a walk-in wardrobe, like one whole shelf full of knits, and then I have like a tall boy, the very bottom shelf full of knitwear. And I mean this climate here in Coffs Harbour, you don't wear a lot of knitwear. I might maybe for, you know, a couple of weeks out of the year I might wear a jumper. I do wear shawls quite a bit in autumn and winter, because I find when I get cold, if I put something around my neck, that just is perfect. So I wear shawls quite a lot, but I don't wear a lot of cardigans and jumpers. Anyway, they live in Sydney, so the winters down there are quite a bit colder. And of course they are heading off to Japan soon for a ski holiday. So they went through all of my stuff and they scored a few hats, quite a few jumpers and cardigans, and one of the jumpers was this one. So this has been on my queue for ages. It's a lace, textured lace pattern. So the body is textured, and then you've got the sleeves that are just stockinette stitch. The original design has quite a high neck, and I noticed with quite a few of the patterns that, projects that other people had done on Ravelry, they had cropped the neck and made it quite a bit shorter, which is what I really like, so that's what I did. And yeah, it turned out really nice. So this is Skein Voyage, and the colourway is Woolshed, so it's creamy colour with little flecks of brown, and I think there's a bit of grey. So yeah, that was fun. And I got to meet Hockey too, but I'll talk about that later. So that's Dragonflies. Then I did the Havana Swing cardigan. All these I'm going to link in the show notes. So this was another collaboration that we did last year with Jess Gagnon, and she we sent her a few skeins of merino cashmere, and she came up with a, we sent her the Havana colour, which is like a yellow, and that's where it got the name Havana Swing. And she designed this lovely cardigan. So the back has a cable that runs down the spine, and then the front is just a very simple, no buttons, just a simple little slip-on cardigan. Raglan, yeah, it's very, very easy to knit. Actually, this knit up very quickly. I think I only used 3 skeins, and the colourway is called Baltic, which is a semi-solid, almost a tonal, with blues, blue-grey, and like a little hint of teal. Yeah, so that's the other one. Havana swing, and then I've got a shawl that I knit, which was a part of a, what do you call it, a collection from Helen Stewart. So last year she did a collection called the Shawl Society, and you signed up for it and prepaid, and then I think there was 3 or 4 shawls that came out over a period of so many months, and this was the first one, called Talisman. It's a 1 skein. I'm pretty sure there was a 2 skein option as well, but I did the 1 skein because I had this colourway and I was really keen to see how it would knit up. And this is called Carnival. It's a top drawer sock, and you can see there's sort of like this nice little textured type butterfly stitch in the body, and then at the bottom it's a very basic lace eyelet sort of border, and then you've got the picot bind off. So very simple. I mean, this, I think this took me not even a week to knit. It was very, very quick. And I love Helen's designs as well. She's I love her patterns. I've said this like a million times, but I love how she has the format with her patterns. It's just so easy to keep track of where you are. Yeah, so that's that. And then recently I decided that I wanted to try designing a winter pullover or sweater or jumper out of a really variegated, not variegated, but really colourful yarn. So I had this colourway called Techno, which is like bright splashes of, I'll show you, pink and blue and black and you name it, it's in there. And so I decided that I was going to knit a jumper with a V-neck, and I wanted just a little hint of detail, not too much. Because when you're knitting with a yarn like this and you start putting in stitch patterns, they kind of get lost in the colour. So I just did a very simple slip stitch pattern on the front and then again on the back, and it runs down the sleeves as well. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be a free pattern because it's very basic. It's just a basic raglan V-neck, and the V's quite a long V. Yes, so I'm in the middle of grading. I had a few issues with the top part, the yoke section, particularly with larger sizes, because when I was increasing for the chest, the sleeve stitches were just like, the underarms were just huge, way too big. So I had to kind of figure that out, which I did. And yeah, so I should have this up and available soon. I knit this with our winter worsted yarn. And yeah, that was fun. It was really quick. I love worsted weight and bulky weight yarns. They just knit up super fast. And yeah, that's pretty much everything that I've knit up to now. I've got quite a few projects on the needles which I haven't touched for a while, but when I get back to them, then I'll show them on the podcast. But one thing that I have been crocheting, which is something I don't do often, is a blanket. So this is called the Crochet Blanket. It's, oh hang on, no it's not. What is it? Sorry, I've just got to check it. Should have done this before. It's called, no, Granny Stripes, and it's by Lucy of Attic 24. And the pattern, well, the link is on Ravelry, but the actual pattern is a website. It's like a blog post. It's very, very simple. And this is it. It's just stripes and stripes of colour. So what I did is I went to Spotlight and I picked up a whole heap of, it's called 4 Seasons Superwash Merino 8-ply. It's very, very soft. It's quite nice yarn to work with. And it's really cheap. It was like $4 a ball or something, and then you get, because I'm a member of Spotlight, I get a discount on top of that, so it was really, really cheap. They are 50-gram balls, so you need to buy a few more than normal. But yeah, it's really, really nice yarn to work with. And I just decided to have like a white background and then have lots of different colours. So it's huge. Done quite a lot. I haven't worked on this for a little while because it's summer, and when you're working with a blanket over your lap it gets a bit hot. But we have a friend of ours whose partner is actually currently in labour. Today we found out. So this blanket I decided to give to them, although I don't know, this is because we're not sure if they're having a boy or a girl. If they have a girl it'll be fine, but I don't know, do you think this would suit a boy? It's got pink in it. I mean, I suppose boys can wear pink, but, and I mean, it's just, they can use it, you know, to put in the cot, or they can put it on the ground and the baby can, you know, have it as like a play blanket. I don't know, what do you think? Do you think this would be alright for a boy? I don't know. I don't think they'd mind. But anyway, I'm nearly done. I've got a couple of repeats to go, and originally I was crocheting this for our bed. I was actually going to just keep going and do a huge massive blanket, but I haven't really, I've just been so busy I just didn't get around to knitting anything for them, and I want to give them something. So yeah, this will be it. Got lots of ends to weave in, look at that. It's going to take me forever. I should have just crocheted them in as I went, but anyway. I actually don't mind weaving in ends. I quite like it. While I watch TV I just sort of get through them. Because I know there's lots of people out there who hate it, but I don't mind it. Whoops. Just dropped a stitch. So yeah, that's that. And it's been fun, and it's grown really quick. And the last thing for my whips is, where is it? I did bring it up. This shawl, which is something new that I'm working on. It's a triangular shawl, and basically it's 3 colours, and I wanted to use really bright variegated colours. Well, not really bright, but you know, lots of colour. So there's a really bright green, sort of has little bits of yellow in it or gold in it, and grey, and then I've got purple and red, and this is that's called Wasabi. This one's Chinatown, and this one's Make Hay While the Sun Shines, and it's sort of like a khaki green with brown and olive green. So I'm knitting these 3 together, and basically my idea was to have a triangular shawl. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening with my camera. I've had issues with it all day today, and this is the second time I've done this podcast, so hopefully it'll work. Anyway, yes, so yes, just this is a very simple triangular shawl. It's basically just something where you can sit back and relax and just knit and enjoy the colour. So I am actually going to be doing quite a bit of designing hopefully this year, so I need test knitters, and what I'm going to do is on our skein group, which you can, on Ravelry, which I'm going to put obviously a link in the show notes. If you would like to do some test knitting for me, that'd be great. I'm going to actually post a thread when I need knitters, and yeah, and you can sort of put your hand up and say yes, I'm interested. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. That is, if you're interested. It'd be great if you could help. Alright, so yeah, that's all of my finished objects and whips and everything. So basically I found out that Holly was coming to Australia last year. She posted on Facebook, and when I said it'd be great to meet up, she said yes, because I've worked with her a few times and we've spoken on Facebook messaging and email. Anyway, so myself and Paul flew to Sydney in October, and we met up with her and her husband and her 2 boys. It was lovely. We had a nice day. We met up at the place that they were staying, and then we walked to the quay, and Circular Quay, and then we got a ferry across to Manly, and we had lunch there, and then we went and sat on the beach, and I forgot my knitting, as you do. Yeah. So Hockey knitted, and the boys played, and we chatted. It was so much fun. And then we caught the ferry back to the rocks, and we walked around, we had a drink, then we went out and had a meal. Yeah, it was just such a nice day. She's lovely, of course. Yeah, her whole family's lovely. So it was really nice to meet her. And she bought me a little prezi, which is a skein of Manos, Manos del Uruguay, and this is Alegria, which I don't have many yarn stores. I don't have any yarn stores here. The closest one is in Kendall, which is down the road. I've spoken about them before, Pearlwise. Not sure if they have Manos. They have other yarns there. It's a beautiful yarn store. I've actually just bought some needles from them. But yes, this is called Leo. And she said that she knew that I really liked yellow, so she thought this was a good colour, and it is. It's perfect. Not quite sure what I'm going to make yet, but I'm thinking I'll definitely do one of her patterns. I'm thinking a shawl, but I'd like a bigger shawl, so I'm thinking I might combine this with something else in my stash. But yeah, it was really nice to meet her. I mean, we don't, here in Australia, it's not like, you know, America or England, where there's lots of designers and knitting events happening. Don't have a lot happening here in Australia, so we don't often get big designers or knitting kind of celebrity people here. So it was just really nice to meet her. Yeah, and I did also get, just before Christmas, Handmade by Ganache, who is on Etsy, sent me a whole heap of bags and notions pouches for gifts, which was just so lovely. And they were all Christmas themed, and I'd had a few knit-alongs, so it was great. I had prizes to give away. And she also said for me to pick a bag out that I liked, and this is it. It is a little Christmas notions small project bag, and it's got like this cute little stocking, what do you call that? I don't know, it's not a pull tab. What do you call it? I can't think. Anyway, it's cute. And then of course, beautiful lining. And yeah, so thank you so much. If you haven't visited Handmade by Ganache, please do. She's got lovely bags in all different sizes, and I have quite a few of them, so yes, highly recommend her. And that's it. I feel like I've just like rushed through everything really quickly. I've done this, like I said, I did a whole episode, and I watched it and I thought, oh yeah, that was pretty good for my first time back for a long time. And then I went to upload it and it had filmed in a really odd file format. So instead of MP4, which it should be filming in, it was something else. And then my lovely partner tried to find out if he could fix it and he just couldn't do it. So I just said, well, we'll just delete it and I'll do it again. And yeah, hopefully it's worked this time. Gosh, I hope so. Anyway, I think that's everything. So I'm hoping, I think I said, I can't remember, I might have said it in the first podcast, but if I can, I will be back in 2 to 3 weeks, and yeah, I hope I have a few people who stuck by. And yeah, happy knitting, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!